Fantasy 14, easily one of the most until Final Fantasy 16 released. At the time, was the most controversial Final Fantasy game in history because they changed the gameplay of Final Fantasy a lot in Final Fantasy 14. They basically moved away from the old traditional style of JRPGs into a more newer style, which Final Fantasy 15 and 16 doubled down on. Final Fantasy 14 obviously was an MMO, so it doesn't really count, but XLI games have been on sale since the XLI Source despite other Final Fantasy games being available. Square Enix received Final Fantasy 13 being remade, and Final Fantasy 14 being removed from the Square Enix website. So a new figurine of Lightning appears as well. And yeah, it seems that Final Fantasy 14 might be getting a remake or remaster as well. Again, this was where Final Fantasy started to die in a lot of people's opinions, okay? Because Final Fantasy 14, first of all, they dragged out Final Fantasy 14 for so long. Like, they made Final Fantasy 14 and they made Final Fantasy 14 2, and then they made Final Fantasy Lightning Returns only on the last gen consoles. Yeah, that made no sense. Why would you make a game like... Final Fantasy 14 was not the only game that was made available for that, but Final Fantasy 14 Lightning Returns was never ported to next gen consoles. It made no sense to me. Like, same thing with the pre-sequels. Like, why did you port to the newer consoles? Same thing with Dark Souls 2, which eventually was ported to newer consoles, but why wasn't these games, like, why wasn't a lot of these newer games ported to newer consoles? It made no sense to me, and many more. But it seems that Final Fantasy 13 Trilogy will be ported to and remastered, or possibly potentially be remade for newer consoles. I don't think it'll be considered a remake, considering the fact that when it comes to Square Enix and remaking games, Final Fantasy they'll still continue the Final Fantasy 7 remake. Yeah, they really split Final Fantasy 7 into 3 whole separate games. Really shows you the incompetency of modern Square Enix as a whole. But it seems the Final Fantasy 7 13 trilogy will be ported to newer consoles and PC as well, and probably the Switch 2 as well. So it will likely be ported to newer consoles, which means Final Fantasy 13 will be ported to newer consoles. So people who have not played the game that kind of started the downfall of Final Fantasy, well, guess what? You guys get to play it now. Congratulations. Okay, but yep, that's what this video here, and goodbye.